Black Myth Wukong, everything we know about gameplay, release date, and more. Black Myth Wukong is an upcoming action RPG focusing on traditional Chinese folklore that has gained traction since its surprise announcement last year. This is the first large-scale project from Chinese indie developer Game Science, and it looks incredibly ambitious. So much so that Game Science founder Feng Ji wants viewers to forget the footage that was revealed, as it was intended to attract developers to join his studio and feels it does not represent the team's best work. The studio behind Black Myth is Game Science, a Chinese indie studio based in Hangzhou and Shenzhen. It was founded in 2014 by former Tencent developers. Previous titles include the mobile and PC free-to-play games 100 Heroes and Art of War, Red Tides. Before launching Game Science, many of the developers that were at Tencent's Quantum Studio were working on an MMORPG called Asura West, also based on Journey to the West, that allegedly underperformed for Tencent, although it's unclear if this is why some of the team departed. While Game Science is currently a very small team, it is using the early announcement to draw new talent to the studio to help finish Black Myth. While we don't have many specific details about Black Myth's story at this time, we know it's based on the classic Chinese tale Journey to the West, one of the four masterpieces of classical Chinese literature. A portion of this original story focuses on Sun Wukong, also known as the Monkey King, who appears to be the main character in Black Myth Wukong. In Journey to the West, Sun Wukong is known for his incredible speed and strength, as well as the ability to transform into various animals and objects, all of which was displayed in the gameplay trailer for Black Myth. He wields a magical black iron staff that can grow in size or shrink based on its owner's commands. In Journey to the West, Wukong's story follows him from birth through his journey to learn Taoism and become immortal, while mastering language and combat along the way. He also acquires the 72 methods of heavenly transformation, allowing him to transform into many different animals and objects at will. Black Myth is a third-person action RPG, mixing environmental exploration with skill-based Souls-like gameplay. Wukong is armed with his signature magic-imbued black iron staff weapon, and at one point we catch a glimpse of it growing in length and sweeping an entire army off their feet in one fell swoop. During the original trailer we got a glimpse of an ability that allows Wukong to transform into a golden cicada to traverse the world and evade enemy detection. Opponents appear to range from small groups anthropomorphic monkeys, tigers, and foxes to massive armies which Wukong must defeat all by himself. In the updated trailer, Wukong appears to use new abilities, including transforming into a skull-filled boulder that can deflect attacks, parrying large groups of enemies, freezing enemies in place before striking them, and transforming into 3 flying creatures that can rain down lightning from above. Some of the standout fights in the trailers feature giant boss enemies, including a giant wolf-like creature, a giant rolling spider made entirely of bones, a lightning-wielding sword fighter and mage, a large fire-breathing rat-like creature, a smaller, yet equally terrifying flesh-covered mouse, a giant humanoid ox, and many more. At this point in time, we know very little about the specifics of the game's story. Game Science has remained tight-lipped on that aspect of the game, so we can only go off what we've seen in the 2 official trailers. During the first scene of the trailer, we hear a man talk about 3 different variants of the story of Wukong. The first variation mentioned that Wukong successfully helped Tang Seng fetch the Buddhist scriptures and had become the victorious fighting Buddha, and from there he stayed in Lingshan. The other variation stated that Wukong wasn't granted Buddhahood and that the real Wukong died during the Journey to the West. The last version said that there was no such journey to the West and that he's just a mere storyteller's fictional monkey. What we do know is that the game is based on the book, Journey to the West, and revolves around Sun Wukong, a legendary mythic figure in Chinese folklore. Known for his strength, agility, and ability to shift into various forms, Wukong is an incredibly powerful being. No doubt Game Science has an incredible story and world for players to explore. Let's hope we find out more details soon. So far, Game Science has released 3 trailers for the game. One showcases 13 minutes of gameplay from 2020. Another is the title's official trailer. And finally, the latest video is a gameplay trailer showing how the title is shaping up in 2021. It's obvious Game Science is looking to push the graphical capabilities of all game systems to the max with this title, so it should be a sight to behold when it finally arrives. At this time, that's everything we know about Game Science's upcoming action RPG, Black Myth Wukong. We'll just have to hope it isn't long before our next update on the game or even a potential release date for the title. As always, thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more content.
Let's go. Yo. I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. Never gonna look